Welcome dear students to today's class. So 7th standard science, we are going to discuss chapter 2. Chapter name is plant structure and function. As the name indicate, we are going to discuss about plant structure and what are the functions of different parts of the plant, that is structure of a plant. So as you all know, what are the different parts of a plant? Different parts of plant are fruit, leaves, stem, root and flowers. So these two are the basic parts that we can identify of a plant. Which are they? Fruits, leaves, stem, root and flower. So how a plant is formed? A plant is formed from a seed. When we sow a seed, a plant is formed from seed. Plant is formed from seed. So we are going to discuss about what are the different parts of a seed. Plumule and radicle. So formation of root or formation of plant is from a seed. So what are the different? From a growing seed there are two parts, that is radicle and plumule. Radicle grows to downwards direction and upwards above the soil. Plumule grows. So these two are the two parts of a seed. So seed is a small round object from which a new plant is born. So parts of the seeds are plumule and radicle. From radicle the roots of a plant is formed, and from plumule stem of a plant is formed. Note the point that from radicle the roots are grown. And from plumule stem part of the plant is grown. So now we know discussed about a seed. Now we are going to discuss about the next part of a plant, that is root. So what is a root? Roots is that part of a plant growing below the soil for support, and roots spread far and wide in the soil. Roots main function of a root is to support the plant. And roots of some plant produce secondary roots. You can see in the image secondary roots, hair like growings, and there will be a main root and branches of roots you can see, and also a root cap. You can tip of the root is covered by a cap like structure called root cap, and it protects the root tip from injuries. And this type of root is called a taproot. It have a main root and so many branches, hair like growing from it. They are called root hairs, and this model of root is called a taproot. And there are two main types of roots: adventitious roots, fibrous roots and taproots. And now we are going to see the image of a fibrous root. So in onion, when it is placed in water, thread-like, fiber-like roots arise from the stem of a onion in water. It is called a fibrous roots. As you can see in the image, fibrous root. Onion is an example, onion in water. And there are two main types of roots: taproots and fibrous roots. So fibrous root system, you can see the images: taproot system, prop roots, and adventitious roots. Adventitious roots means climbers and creepers. You can see. And prop roots means growings and modifications that grow above the soil from a stem. So now we are going to see the two main types of roots. Taproot, the main root from which other roots grow. You can see in the image taproot image, and fibrous root consists of thin thread-like roots. So these two are the two types of roots. And the other type of root is modified roots. You can see some plants have more adventitious roots that arise above the soil and spread over the large areas. You can see as in the image, roots are grown above the soil. And storage roots holds food. They store food of the plant. They are called root tubers. So these all about the root. So now we are going to discuss about the next part of a plant, that is stem. So there are the main parts of a stem are nodes, internodes and bud. So node is a place, you can see in the image, nodes are from which branches of the stems grows. You can see nodes here from which the branches grows, and internode is a space between two nodes is called internode, and bud, the growing tip of a stem is called bud. The stem grows above the soil from the pulmule of a you have sown in the parts of a seed pulmule from which a stem of a plant grows, and there are nodes on the stem and leaves come out from the nodes. And tip of a growing stem is called bud. The next part of a plant is leaves. Leaves are a main part of plant because they are responsible for preparing food of a plant. The process is known as photosynthesis. Leaves are responsible for photosynthesis. What are the functions of a leaf? Leaves prepare food using water, minerals, carbon dioxide in presence of sunlight, and the process is called photosynthesis. And also leaves remove excess water from plants through transpiration. So now we know the functions of a root, and there are three main parts of a leaf. You can see as lamina. The leaf, the green surface of a leaf is called a lamina, and petiole and leaf base. The point from where on the stem from where leaf grows is called a leaf base, and stack-like portion of a leaf is called petiole. Leaf grows from the nodes on a stem. You have seen in the stem nodes. So from the nodes the leaf is grown, and leaves are generally thin, flat, green in color, and the broad part of a leaf is called leaf blade or lamina, and there will be, you can see a margin on a margin or so many lines passing through a leaf. They are called leaf margins, and tip of leaf is called leaf apex, and portion of the leaf attached to the stem is called a leaf base, and leaf-like structures may be present near the leaf base. They are called stipules. So these are the main parts of a leaf. So now there are two different types of leaves: simple leaves and compound leaves. Simple leaves like the normal leaf as this one, we have seen this one, and compound leaves means so many group of leaves will be grown, and tip of the leaf may be arranged like this. You see, tip of the leaf may be entire, dentate or lobed. You can see in the image, entire means it will be a full image, and dentate and lobed type of, these are the different types of leaves, arrangement of leaves. Now let us discuss the arrangement of a leaf on a stem. There are four main types of arrangement of leaves on stem. The first one is alternate. You can see as in the alternate, this one is the alternate type. As alternately the leaves grows one after the another. The second one is decussate. Decussate means they grown like forming 90-degree the leaf grows, and in the opposite type leaves grow on opposite direction, and in the volt type leaves grows from a node, so many leaves grows from one single node. So these are the different arrangement of leaves on stem. So now you have seen the different arrangement of leaves on a stem, and now we discuss about the venations on a leaf. What is venations? As in human body there are veins or lines running through a lamina of a leaf. You can see in the image there are so many lines passing. There will be main, midrib and so many branches. They are called veins of a leaf, and there are two types. This arrangement of veins on a lamina of a leaf is called the venations. Two types of venations you have to study, that is reticulate venation and parallel venation. In reticular venation, one main vein will be, midrib will be there, and from midrib so many other branches are grown. And in parallel venation, veins run, you can see veins run parallel. They run parallel like this, they are running. So all the veins are parallel, running from a leaf base to the leaf apex, and people leaf blade has reticulate. You can see in people there are leaf is divided into two equal parts. This is an example of reticulate venation. And a banana leaf, you can see a banana leaf, the veins run parallel to each other, so it is an example of parallel venation. The next part of a plant is flower. So you can identify flowers, different types of flowers on plants. So what are the function of a flower in a plant? Function of a flower is to reproduce. Reproduction of plant is the function of a flower. So when you can see in mango trees, mangoes are grown, so it's an example of reproduction. So what are the basic parts of a flower? Basic parts of flower are petal, sepal, stamen and carpel. All of you know the petals. The colorful attractive part of a flower is petals. You can see like this, you can see the petal. And what is sepal? The green covering. When the flower is in a bud form, you can see green coverings, so it is called the sepal of a flower. And stamen, you can see the stamen in this picture. Stamen, the yellow growings, you can see yellow growings on this picture. This is an picture of a hibiscus flower, and the green yellow growings, you can see this is stamen. And the red part, you can see the red part, this is the stigma of a flower. So these are the basic parts: petal, sepal, stamen and carpel. Carpel is included three parts. What are the different three parts in a carpel? Stigma, that is the head of this head like antenna like portion is the stigma, and style, stack like portion, and ovary. When you dissect a hibiscus flower, you can see all these parts. And what is stamen? Stamen, you can see in this image, you can see the stamen, yellow like growings you can see on a hibiscus flower, that is stamen. And stamen have two parts. What are the two parts of a stamen? Anther, the yellow part is the anther, and its stem like hair like part is filament. Anther and filament are the two parts of a stamen. And the carpel's part is stigma, style and ovary. Stigma, you can see this is a stigma of a hibiscus flower, and stamen. Petal and carpel, these are the basic structure of a flower. So now let us see what are the different parts. Flower may have long short stack called pedicel. You can see the stack of a flower, this part is called pedicel. And calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium are the different parts of a flower. Calyx, in bud condition, petals are covered by leaf like green part. This whole part is called calyx or sepal. Both refer to the same thing, the green growings on a flower, base of the flower, that is called calyx or sepal. Leaf like parts called sepal, which are green in color, they form the calyx. And corolla is the another term to define petal. This is made up of colorful parts called petals. Androecium, so like in human beings, flowers have two types of male and female reproductive part, and the male part is androecium and the female part is called the gynoecium. So androecium is the stamen, refers to the stamen, anther and filament. This is the male reproductive part of the flower and consists of stamen, androecium and gynoecium. Androecium is referred to stamen, you can see anther and filament, and the carpel refers to the gynoecium. Gynoecium consists of the female reproductive part of a flower made up of carpels. Carpel consists of stigma, style and ovary. You can see the images of stigma. Stigma, the antenna like portion, style, stack like portion, and ovary is the base portion of this carpel. So the carpel consists of stigma, style, ovary. This is the female. So carpel is the female and stamen is the male or androecium. Androecium and gynoecium. Female is the gynoecium and male is the androecium part of a flower. So now you know the basic structure and male and female reproductive parts of a flower. So this is the last part we are going to discuss in this chapter, that is fruits. You all know different types, varieties of fruits that we have seen in our surroundings. As in the image you can see jackfruits, mangoes, cashew nuts, peanuts, beans, mangoes, and etc. Various fruits and their seeds we can see here. So seeds which divide into two equal parts are called dicotyledonous seeds. As when you press and open a seed, when it is divided into two equal parts, it is called dicotyledon. And when it is not divided into two equal parts, it is called monocotyledonous seeds. You can see the beans and peas. When it is divided, peas and beans are pressed and opened, we get two equal parts, so they are examples of dicotyledonous. And when a mango is pressed and opened, mango seed is opened, we get only a single, it don't divide into two equal parts, so it is example of monocotyledon. And there are variation in, you can see as in the image, there are variation in different shape, color, taste of these fruits. Mango contain only one seed, as jackfruit contains so many small fruits and each one has its own seed. And in cashew nuts, the seeds are grown outside the fruits. So these are those different types of fruits and seeds. So two types of seeds, that are dicotyledonous and monocotyledonous.